Okay, let's unpack this. We've got a pretty eye-catching deal here from Audio Plugin Deals. It's for a Kontakt instrument, Vektor by Nova. Seen it listed elsewhere too, but this price, well, our mission today really is just to figure out if this deal is, actually worth your time and hard drive space, cut through the noise. So straight away, the headline grabber is that price. Audio Plugin Deals lists the original at $70, and it's currently $22.50. That's like 68% off. That seems significant.
Absolutely. It's not just the percentage, though. Dropping from 70 down to, well, under 25 bucks, that makes it accessible. And yeah, you mentioned seeing it elsewhere. Loot Audio has it too, but their discount only brings it to $30.
Ah, okay.
So this $22.50 at Audio Plugin Deals, that genuinely looks like the lowest price going right now. It's the one to watch.
Right. So the big question for you listening is, what exactly are you getting for that $22.50? What's the sonic firepower here? They describe Vektor as a unique stringed-based cinematic Kontakt instrument designed to, quote, redefine your sound. Big words.
Unique and cinematic are definitely keywords there. Cinematic suggests, scale, emotion, stuff for scores or big ambient tracks. But unique, how is it different from, say, other string libraries? That's the interesting part.
Well, here's where it seems to get really different. It's not just static samples. They're highlighting these things called filter movement and source movement manipulation pads, XY pads.
Ah, okay. XY pads. So you can kind of morph things around in real time.
Exactly, like blend between 4 different sounds smoothly or sweep filters dynamically as you play. Imagine doing that with string textures.
Yeah, that takes it beyond just playing notes. It becomes more about performance and sound design on the fly. Creates movement.
And speaking of the sounds you're blending, it's got over 3 GB of content, 116 instruments, 467 samples.
Decent amount.
Yeah, and the categories are interesting too. You've got organic things like moanful cello, sol testo, then manipulated organic, which sounds like they've processed the natural stuff through, analog gear.
Okay, so character sound.
Right. Plus drones, synths, even FX. And get this, some of the organic sounds recorded in a 13th century abbey.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not just a gimmick. The acoustics in a place like that, that captures a very specific natural reverb in space. You can't easily fake that. That could be really special.
Adds a unique flavor for sure. And the flexibility seems pretty deep too. You've got those 4 independent sound sources, right? Each one has its own EQ, envelope, filter, level, tuning, pan.
All the standard controls per layer.
Yeah, and even random and reverse per source. But here's the kicker. You can drag and drop your own samples into any slot.
Oh, that IS, a big deal.
Right. It auto-maps them, apparently even has a loop feature, so it's not a closed system.
No, that turns it into more of a, like a hybrid sampler or a sound design environment using Vektor's engine. That's a huge plus.
Lets you blend your own stuff with their cinematic strings.
Exactly. Create truly unique textures that nobody else has.
And then there's more shaping. A dedicated modulation page. 4 LFOs, 4 envelopes.
Standard modulation sources. Good. Assignable to various parameters, I assume.
Yeah, seems like it. And for polish, 9 global effects built in. Chorus, reverb, delay.
The usual suspects.
Pretty much. Spatial, distortion, filter, faces, flare, and lo-fi as well for that vintage touch.
So plenty of built-in tools to mangle and shape the sound further.
No.
You might not need external plugins right away.
And if you hit a creative wall, there's a randomize button.
Always useful.
You can randomize just the sources or the filters or the XY movement, modulation effects, or just hit the big button and randomize everything.
A good way to get happy accidents, find starting points you wouldn't have thought of.
Plus, it comes with 201 snapshots presets, basically to show you what it can do or get you started fast.
200 presets is a solid amount. Shows the range.
So let's try and boil this down. For you, the listener, this deal on Vektor at Audio Plugin Deals, it looks like a chance to get a pretty powerful cinematic instrument, one with these unique manipulation tools.
Those XY pads, yeah.
At what really seems to be its lowest ever price. $22.50 is hard to argue with, especially seeing it at $30 elsewhere discounted and normally $70.
Agreed. You're getting a lot for that price.
Yeah.
The blend of detailed samples, including those unique Abbey recordings with flexible synthesis features like the movement pads and sample import, it makes it a very compelling package, especially if you're doing anything cinematic or ambient or just want evolving textures.
Yeah, so this quick look at the Audio Plugin Deals offer for Vektor, it definitely highlights something more than just another string library. The movement pads, those diverse sources, the Abbey character, the sample import. it adds up.
It really does.
And again, that price point, $22.50 versus the usual $70, makes it a particularly timely opportunity if this kind of sound design tool is on your wish list.
It certainly feels like the best time to grab it if you're interested. So the question for you really becomes, could Vektor, with its specific approach to sound manipulation, unlock something new in your tracks?
Yeah, could this be the tool that helps you find those dynamic, evolving soundscapes you're hearing in your head?
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Really consider that user sample import. Imagine taking your own field recordings or maybe a synth line you've made and blending that with Vektor's morphed strings and textures within those XY pads.
Right. It's not just about the presets it comes with.
Exactly. It's about the potential for your own sonic signature, your own unique sound design explorations.